But we're going to head into this one. They got to win this before they get the chance to face off against the Brazilians. And ATK and Gaimin Gladiators going at it. Gaimin Gladiators were just here, and they came back from an 8-2 deficit against EG to win that one by a score of 16-11. And let's see if they got more in them.
Let's see if they do indeed. Bowden, despite a lot of players, he finally does get his kill as well. It was looking like they might just escape him. Instead, though, the hit comes in towards sight. MOTM goes 1 for 1, but Bowden is not ready to let them get past. And, Bowden continues to collect. This ball may go down, but Jaspim's looking for a fight beforehand, and he may have just missed his window. He'll find the first, but Swisher will make sure he gets no more. Quite the round for the Bowden Master, and ATK strike first.
Yeah, and good round by ATK, of course, coming in there, defending against that hit from the Gaimin Gladiators, who did manage to get the frags 3 on the board, but ATK were just a little more solid, ensuring those trades came through faster than GG could deal with them. So we're talking about GG a little bit. You did talk about how they haven't dropped a map yet in the lower bracket, but all of their maps have been very hard fought, even against EG, right? It was 26 or more rounds on both Mirage and Inferno when they took those. So it's been a bit of a tough road. Not 3 maps on either of them, so that helps, of course, in terms of endurance. And it should prime them to be ready to rock.
Fady, he's got the lineup. He's got 3. Oh, all the pins come tumbling down as Fady bowls himself a bit of a strike. Might just need to be a spare, though. But the second ball will come down the lane, and there we go. They get the rifle as well. So money makes its way on through. Nice round for ATK. Nice round for Fady in particular. No one checked Boiler, and, well, the heat got to him.
Yeah, great work from Fady. As 2-0 in favor of ATK. We got a pause. We got a pause called here. Let's see who decided to call this. Gaimin Gladiators. They want to talk things over into this round because those first 2 haven't exactly gone their way by any shape or form.
God, it's so nice to see Gaimin Gladiators call pauses, man.
They really actually called a lot against EG.
They do.
And,
they
in
call
the
a lot of pauses in general now. It's just such a... I know it's been a whole season, but it still occasionally just sinks in for me. What a difference this team has undergone. What a transformation, to be quite frank.
Yep. No, it's true. It's good to see, honestly.
It's something we've been hoping for a long time. The talent's always been on display in terms of individual prowess, and now with the structure coming in, with a little bit more discipline coming in as well, it does feel like this is a team that's potentially poised to continue their upward climb. This would be a heck of a map to do it on. Let's see if they get anything going in the pause. This round, we're probably not expecting much, but when the guns come out, we might have a better idea. Deep control here on Banana. The MP9 of MOTM holding court. It seems like they might be challenging it. 5 players grouping up here on the smoke fade. They might be trying to go through and deal with MOTM.
Yeah, MOTM's got a pretty prime spot here, and he's going to get 1, maybe the second. There it is. The 3K comes through for MOTM, who swings around and gets the shot through the smoke onto Carson. He wants to get this ace in the anti-eco, and he could very well find it. He's full sending it forward, and there is MOTM's ace.
Why not? Why not? Start things off with a bang here. Obviously, it's just the anti-eco, but heck of a way to make some money here for MOTM. Indeed, he's going to have a lot of cash flow going into the next round. 7K, if I'm not mistaken, before investment. Oh, and we're feeling smoky. I don't know what's going on here, John, but we're feeling very smoky indeed. What's happening here, folks?
I think MOTM's ace started a fire, and that's the smoke from it.
There we go. We're off the smoke. We're off the gray. We're into the action, and MOTM's going to keep it going with a kill on... not Banana. Instead, he's playing Orches at this point. Fady set up a crossfire with his teammate, and once again, Fady catches them off guard. Having a lot of trouble figuring out where he's playing from, and George is dealt with, so now it's looking dire here for the Gaimin Gladiators. They wanted to poke in for some bracket control, and all they find instead is death and destruction.
Mike, you know, I thought because it was a quick 2-map series, and it could still be the case, still early on here, but because it was quick 2 maps against EG, I didn't think Gaimin Gladiators would have fatigue or anything like that to worry about, but in the early goings here, it just feels like ATK is a step ahead.
Might be. Well rested. Dogs walked, you know. They're ready.
Exactly.
Gaimin Gladiators, the dogs might be barking at the back door. Who's to say? Who's to know? MOTM is going to know that he's dropped the bomb, and that's a lot of information now. B-Will's in a tough spot. Reinforcements coming in. MOTM, that may have been a little bit ambitious on the swing back in, and that might actually get B-Will's a bomb plant. Oh, this would be a nice find indeed. He wants the round, and he's got it. He knew that he'd have Bowden coax
Double
forward.
fake?
And he pulls off of it. Doesn't have the bullets to spam on through. Had the track actually on to missed him. But now the bomb plant will come in. Spoke to maybe give missed him a little bit of cover to back in, but I love this from B-Wills. He's gonna think that he's tucked up on the site, but no, there's the spot, and there's the shot from Mistum. B-Wills making the masterful plays, but Mistum had just enough patience to bring that one through.
It's just so great to watch the Gaimin Gladiators in those man disadvantaged situations. Like I mentioned earlier, they never say die. They're so lethal. You cannot get complacent against something. Oh, yeah, we have a 3v2. Doesn't matter. The Gaimin Gladiators are so good individually that they can turn that around in literally a second. And B-Will's showing why. 4-0 for ATK, though. Gaimin Gladiators still trying to crack the score, but with the full loss bonus, they will be able to get the 4 AKs and the Galil up and running in a very good amount of utility to boot. So let's see if they can crack that scoreboard now. Going to send 3 players towards Banana, at least in the early goings. This utility battle is intense, and Bowden, I'm not sure if he got the shot off there, but he did see a player at the very least, so he's going to back off here with that information gained.
All quiet.
Yeah.
For a while now. Here it comes. Here's the bracket control being exerted. Swisher in a bit of the ROP spot here. Looking for the fight, looking for the engagement. He's got it, but you can't stick around here once you've been seen. He stays a little bit too long. Overstays his welcome. With a kill on towards Banana, man advantage is at least obtained. 50.
No one's on A.
Oh, he's not. He's on the balcony instead, but they're not looking for it. Uh-oh. There's a kill coming through, but they're going to know he's out of position now. That should allow the bomb plant, but we're in a 2v4 once again. Massive man advantage for ATK, and at this point, I think they're content to concede the plants to give themselves these prime retake scenarios. And while George gets one, that is not enough to hold ATK away from the gates. The defuse will be on, and they climb to 5 in a row to start this map.
That was a really good play by ATK, ensuring that the trades were set up should a player go down. First frag comes through, which is great, but as soon as that one player does get fragged, immediately a response from Bowden. Good job by ATK to keep Gaimin Gladiators off the board, although these rounds have been pretty close. The thing is, good to see Bowden hitting his shots more consistently. Yesterday was a little less consistent in that regard, and there were some question marks, but today he's come out, he said, let's go. Let's get those frags early and often. Bowden gonna go for the run. Who's through the smoke? I love this play. Aggressive. He's certainly feeling it. Almost gets tagged down through the smoke, but he will survive with 27 HP. That's more than enough for an offer. Missed him. Will go down at Banana. That's a lot of space gained by Gaimin. Memotam's gonna have to get a quick one, and he does.
He does indeed, but takes a lot of damage. Molotov will secure his position, at least for the moment. That play from Bowden is one of those where you either look great or you look kind of silly, and well, he comes up looking a little silly, but I still like the effort, provided he survives. That's all that matters. Still, it's separated to 2 towards either site, so this could get tricky. Swisher and Fady have done a great job of catching Gaimin off guard on some of these takes, but it looks like Gaimin might be going for the split on towards B instead. Oh, this could be spicy. Fady playing the angle, and he overplays it. Now they're in. A minute still to work with, and they've gained space in towards CT. Swisher completely isolated from being able to help his teammates. It's going to be up to Bowden and MLTM, both reduced as well in the health. And if there were HEs on this game inside, they would be in for a world of hurt. There's not. And that Molotov is good, but a smoke is there for MLTM, but he wants to poke out. That may have been a bit too much. Bowden trying to hold court, waiting for his teammate to come around. There is a flank on Banana, but they got to go quick. Bowden somehow still staying alive. He's got one more kill. He might set up Swisher for a big play, but he's been spotted now. He's still got it. A 1v1. B-Wills trying to draw him into the fight. He goes for the swing, and B-Wills has got it. Taking the initiative works out in the end, and that gets Gaimin on the board.
Oh, wow. That was a crazy round. Gaimin Gladiators actually choosing to rotate towards the B site, which was more stacked up with 2 players versus only Swisher on that A site. But Bowden, those 2 shots were so big, giving Swisher a chance to clutch it out, and then Swisher threads the needle towards Coffins and finds that headshot. Honestly, could have gone either way, but B-Will's a little bit stronger in that 1v1 to finally crack the scoreboard for the Gaimin Gladiators. And because these rounds have been so tightly contested, the money's not really there for ATK. They do have 3 rifles, but Mistim and Swish are having to settle for an MP9 and a Deagle, and they're already fighting it out here. Carson going down to 51 HP, and Jasmine trying to peek around Boiler. Some really fast play into this round.
He's got an engagement here in an apartment. It's Jasmine who comes out on top. The SMG enough to make it happen. He is low. That might set him up for the Deagle, but he's still going to need to execute Bowden. That's a huge kill. The Deagle does eventually connect. It eventually finds home, and there we go for more damage. Sets up Mistim for the cleanup. Beautifully done there with the MP9. Swisher tags him. Mistim bags him.
Okay, Bowden is looking amazing. Like,
Yeah,
and,
he's looking
that
good.
is... That's problematic for the Gaimin Gladiators, who have typically struggled against ATK. As mentioned, 6 of 7 BO3s going ATK's way so far in 2022 versus the Gaimin Gladiators. And with Bowden hitting like that, that's already scary. And Mistim looks like he's feeling better than yesterday as well. And he did call himself out on Twitter saying he felt he could have performed better. But again, he was the spark for his team quite a few times. So, I mean, he had the clutch potential. And now if he starts fragging consistently, it's even scarier. Oh, they spotted a player do ATK over the half wall. But Carson somehow manages to get the first one. Only puts a little bit of damage his way. He could find Mistim too, and he does. Carson gets all the damage towards B. And now Bowden's going to have his hands full.
This is a catastrophe. Right, smokes are going to go down. They've got the site. This might even just turn into a save. In most contexts, it certainly would be. Here's the problem, though. They don't have the bomb. Is Fady going to realize what's happened here? He doesn't know. He doesn't know. They're rotating off. Oh, but he's got down mid. No, they're full rotating it. He has no idea that he has the bomb. They might just kill everybody in the meantime. And okay, that's one way to work out. Holy cow, what could have been for the Gaimin Gladiators if they have the bomb towards B? Instead, HK are left scratching their heads here, John, wondering what on earth is actually happening.
Is the bomb? Yeah, it's under balcony, exactly. So, oh, geez, B-Wills is going to manage to get that. But you're right, ATK must be a little confused as to where that bomb actually was. Because if he had seen it, if he had jumped down or looked below balcony and realized the bomb was there, there's no way he would have rotated around. And maybe Gaimin Gladiators could have had a chance to the round because perhaps Bowden would have given up the space. But anyway, Gaimin Gladiators will lose their final player, and Fady delivers the killing blow. 7-1 for ATK, who have come storming out of the gate here.
I think ATK are thinking they're absolute lucky stars for that one. It should have been a disaster scenario. Honestly, if the bomb goes down with 5 up with players out of position over towards A, there's a lot of logic that says, hey, let's save. That's a brutal retake to make happen, even if they're just on pistols and several players.
Yes.
Instead, no bomb means ATK gets a complete lifeline into the round.
That was so lucky.
Now let's see if they're lucky in holding this one. Rifles are up for Gaimin, but the scoreline is not. 7-1 it is. Fady will get the opener on this one. They're looking for a pick on Banana, but that Molotov will slow them. George trying to get spicy with it, but Swisher was not actually tagged, so he might just hold. He's got a lot of information, certainly. That's going to make life difficult for George. Trying to lurk around here towards A. Oh, there's the spot, but the shot's not quite quick enough. Well played from George to avoid, and this time he gets the better of Bowden. The re-peek there from Bowden is so very costly, and now George can activate. Controlling Arch, potentially get a huge spawn. That would be huge. He dodges the flash. He's got the shot as well. Fady trying to time him. It's all falling apart here. It's unraveling for ATK, and Mistim knows he has to address the spawn player. He'll do exactly that, though. Now the game is afoot,
That's
John.
good, Molly.
It holds the bomb off. The flank is on. Swisher's on the back lines. They've got it. They didn't even need to activate Swisher yet, so Carson doesn't know. He'll jump into the pool, and he has no idea that his death is on the way.
Wow, what a timely Molotov thrown by ATK It staves off the Gaimin Gladiators. Jazz Pimp really wanted to get onto that site before the smoke faded, but he absolutely couldn't. And that was the round. Well played. And George, I mean, he read that perfectly too before rotating around through CT. Realized the flashbang was thrown, that a peek would come through, so he pre-fired it, gets the kill, but on the other end, missed him, is up to the task, and drops him before he can be a threat on that take of the B site. So things going ATK's way, right? Game Gladiators, it's not like they're not threatening. It's not like they haven't been good in these rounds. Just ATK somehow managing to find their way to the W's.
They are getting them. They are making it happen. Tech9's
Everyone
going
is-
to be back out here. Oh, go ahead, John.
I was just going to say, everyone is on point here for ATK today as opposed to yesterday when it felt like it was Swisher who was leading the charge for the most part.
No slow starters. No slow starters for sure. Oh, nade stack. But it was a sandbags play, and there's no sandbags player. Missed him. Trying to hold on here. Can he get away? He can. He's got the support of MOTM as well, so they can't chase. And I'll have a chance to reload. He'll have a chance to settle back. They got first blood, and now they've got the positioning as well. Here comes the execute. This is the south of utility they have. There's not a whole lot left in reserve. The flashbang is beautiful from Bowden to set up MOTM, and MOTM is not going to give them another chance. Now there's 3 players focused on this. A flank coming through from Banana, so they got to move, and it's all just down to one. Cynic is the lone survivor, and not a bullet of damage has really gone back the other way. Missed him just with a little dirt on the hem of his coat. As round number 10 goes to ATK.
Wow, a shutdown there for ATK. Of course, Game Gladiators coming in with Tech 9s as opposed to rifles and only had George on the FAMAS, but still impressively done for ATK, especially MOTM here, just flicks around for 2, makes it look easy. And now they're 1 away from getting to double digits. And the thing is, last time, again, 2 days ago, when they played against each other, 14-16 on Inferno was the final score. So I still feel like something's going to happen here for the Gaimin Gladiators. I'd be surprised if this one doesn't get a lot closer very soon. But ATK does look quite strong, and their defensive end, at the very least, doesn't have many holes in it right now.
That does not. A close engagement, but they're looking the wrong way, and MOTM will feast as a result. Oh, that's disastrous. Both focused in towards the porch player, and while George will take that porch player out of play, well, there's another in position. George has the pit, but no one's close enough to assist. There is only one teammate who could even be close enough to help him out. Forced out by the molly, dropped as well. Nice bit of micro from Swisher, and it's all going to be on to Carson here. A hopeless situation, a dire situation, and he is down for the count. This is an absolute beatdown. Some of these rounds have been close, John, right? Gaimin have been making a go of it, but in sum total, it's always ATK coming up with the finishers.
Yeah, and in that one, honestly, it wasn't as close as the previous ones. No. And you saw MOTM, both players for the Game Gladiators swung around, peeking towards the right side. And I get it, you know, you want to try and double peek and make sure the trade comes through, but you have to clear out, at least have a peek and see what's going on outside, and that didn't happen. And MOTM, like you said, feasted on both players, getting the double kill and, of course, securing the round for a squad. ATK up to 10. Oh, boy. 4 Tech 9s and the Deagle for the Gaimin Gladiators. One thing that was great and continues to be good for the Gaimin Gladiators is George from balcony, as Swisher is going to get that frag onto Cynic to make it a 5v4. But yeah, George just does such good work there. Comes out at the right times, but the problem was he was very isolated up against 3 players there.
Oh, a little bit of fight, a little bit of aggression coming through from ATK here in the divider, and that actually cost them, but Swisher immediately brings it back. Why not? You finally kill MOTM, you think you might have a chance, and boom. Swisher's on your tail, and Fady might be about to find the bomb. And indeed he is. Bomb drop, round over. Basically, B-Wills can try and do some damage with the economy completely out of whack here for the CT side. How much can damage even matter? Well, if you can't get it, it certainly does not. ATK merciless in this one. Another rifle round will be on the board for Gaimin Gladiators, but these last few, they have just been completely blanked.
I mean, look, Gaimin Gladiators are probably kicking themselves when they think back to that round where they had full control of the B site and the bomb wasn't there. Then they lost the player who was right next to the bomb who would have been able to bring it to them. So that round must be giving them nightmares at this point, or probably will give them nightmares to lose this map in this series. But, wow. Let's see if they can make up for it. 11-1 is a very daunting scoreline, but the Gaimin Gladiators with that full loss bonus for quite a few rounds in a
Boden's
row
good
now
looking.
have all the AKs, and Boden's got a great boost. Oh, good flashbang, and Carson is actually going to take him down. Okay.
Makes it work himself. Carson trying to swing through, trying to go for more. This time, he won't. So that position will be lost. He was the only player towards Banana, so his space can't even be taken advantage of. His teammates working isolated. Meanwhile, they're going to try and crack the incredibly tough nut that has been A. Swisher could be key here on the balcony. Beatty's pushed back by some spray damage, but Swisher activates. He can't find these kills. He's had to drop into the pit. Now he needs to play with a teammate. That's a nice bit of play from MOTM, and he's finding more. MOTM out of bullets, though, but a TK comes through, and it's down to the 1v1. Oh, no. Cynic will have to try and clutch this one out. It's been a very quiet game for Cynic.
There's a lot of time.
He does have 2 kills, though, because of the TK that just came through. But at what cost? At what cost? Gonna play into the lane. Missed him. Maybe misreading this, thinking that he's left. He never moved. He never shifted. He never moved a muscle and missed him. He's only now going to realize it.
He doesn't realize yet.
He's got to be close enough. Now he knows. Close enough to hear the beep, should the beeps have been on. And he's got to move back around. So that adds a huge amount of time pressure here. But Cynic has no idea where Mistim is playing from. Likewise, though, there's a lot of angles to clear out. Mistim gave up all of his information game. And he's wary of the pit. Gonna have to be the swing in towards side. He's gonna do exactly that. Missed him! Caught off guard as Cynic tucks in just the right spot. And finally, the Gaimin Gladiators get a second round.
Good time for Cynic to activate there. Finding the frags and helping the Gaimin Gladiators get to that second. Reminiscent of Mistim yesterday, right? When he really couldn't find anything, and then finally towards the end of Ancient gets those frags, and this time it's Cynic on the other end to do the same. But man, if Mistim had hung around there, I think he would have had a better shot at reclaiming that site. Anyway, it's all in the past now, and ATK doesn't really mind too much. It's not a sizable lead, but the nades fly through, and Carson does as well. He's got the drive-by headshot with the AK, and MOTM goes down, making it a quick 5v3 edge. 5v2 now. Boden does manage to connect for one, but it might just be a consolation prize unless Swisher can stand on his head in defense of the B side here. He's just going to come through. I like the play.
Oh,
he does get
got
two. How does he get 2? He's spamming to the smoke. Couldn't even find the third onto Jazz Pimp. Unbelievable work.
They lined up for him. They lined up for him, playing the edge of the smoke, just playing the angle, knowing they tried to catch him off. Swisher, a massive play, and now Bone's coming haunting to end this all. He spotted the last player who's got the information. Swisher's ahead of this Molotov. The bomb is dropped as well. They have to come forward. Don't know what that read was from Boden, but it's come down to Cynic again in the clutch, and Swisher will not allow him a second.
I mean, that's the play of the map so far, honestly, from Swisher. Just what a ballsy play. Throws the smoke out, immediately pushes around it, then they line up for him, gets the 2K, almost finds himself the third against Jazzpim, but it's enough. Boden with the overkill from the op, but at that point, Swisher really tilted the round right back on his head. What a big play to keep ATK on top and restore the 10-round lead. Here's that run boost again from Boden. He wants it. He finds it. Jazzpimp goes down 5v4.
Here. It's not looking like it's a lot better. He wills with an opener, though. Fady continuing to fight, and he's continuing to find success. Spots another player as well, brings in Swisher to activate for that kill. And this last round and a half is just devastation station here for the Gaimin Gladiators. Carson on 25 points of health, desperately trying to make something out of a round where there seems to be absolutely nothing to find. He's got time at the least, so he'll try and make something happen in the TFs. At least reframe this fight. But if he pops open the door, he's dead to rights to Fady. And now Fady's even punched a hole in the thing. So that's confirmation. And, well, with it, they've now found all of the exits. The dragnet is closing in on him. There's no cover. There's no escape. And MOTM will mercifully put him down to end the half.
love it, you wear it. What's your style? Get your merch at shop.eslgaming.com.
And we're back into it. This one could be quick depending on how this pistol goes. ATK playing absolutely lights out. I mean, they have 3 players who have at least a kill around to this point. That's wild. Down mid they go on the Gaimin Gladiators side, trying to get aggressive with it, trying to define the terms of engagement, but it's in towards B for ATK, and they've got the space and they've got the kill, and that's this entire side of the map. Yes, they might sacrifice Fady, but you know what? I think ATK will take this in the exchange. Bomb now down, ticking away, and everybody from Gaimin coming up banana.
Oh boy.
Oh, and look at this flank. Bowden's actually flying all the way around to flank the flankers. Maybe they can't fight into this. That's a problem now because Bowden's not in position to help Mistim just yet. ATK wanted to go aggressive to try and rebuff Gaimin, but instead, this may actually be working against them. Pressure's coming on. Mistim needs to get something here to hold them at bay. He could do no such thing. It's all onto Bowden. The USP tapping away, and they just realize they need to just get on the bomb. Oh, he's out of bullets. He's out of life. He's out of the round. Gaimin and Gladiators at least give themselves a chance here in this half.
Yeah, no question. Good pistol round from them and some good shots found when ATK were pushing up because that was a fantastic flashbang that ATK threw. Just the shots didn't connect after they went for the peaks, and I think it was Cynic, while being full blinded, just was holding the right angle and hit the head to help his team stay alive in that situation. After they fine-tuned, they're like, okay, let's just go into the bomb site, and that was absolutely the right idea. Carson had some excellent midair movement as well going towards New Box and wasn't really able to be tracked down, and afterwards he wide swings it realizing that the player was there. So good job by Gaimin in the pistol round. That's something. It's life. But ATK did get the bomb plant, Mike, and that means 3 rifles and 2 MAC-10s.
Something to work with, but there's a lot on the other side as well. This is going to be a bit of a brawl all around. Heavy lean here for Gaimin early. They're putting a lot of responsibility on B-Wills. He does have the utility for this, right? The molly and the smoke to try and slow them down. But if he gets dropped, it would be a problem. Fortunately for them, Seems like they made the right read here. ATK poking and prodding towards A. They got the apartment's control, and it's going to be this engagement towards Arch that could be spicy. 2 players in store. Cynic, he'll be deleted, but do they expect Carson here? He's certainly been activated now, and the spam through, he won't escape.
my
It's a
goodness.
massacre on A. They hit the stacked site, and they sweep it clear. B-Will's now trying to come in against 4. He looks like he's going to try his luck. This one's going to be brutal, and Missed him will not give him a chance to even get started.
That's the great thing about the MAC-10. You can just jump around the corner and even hit shots midair. So I missed him. Not really that hesitant to try for that peak, and B-Wills wasn't even looking for it at all. Free frag for him, and ATK bounce right back onto the scoreboard here, 14-3. 11-round lead is back, and the Gaimin Gladiators have to be shaking their heads now because they took the pistol and afterwards could not convert the following round when they absolutely desperately needed it. And here, well, more desperation. They're forcing up, which will only lead to pistols for 4 players, and George with the Nova. All right. It can make something happen. You play the right angle, get a frag.
I do
You could get
love
here.
a Nova. This is a great spot for it as well. There's the shot. It's not on. You do have to hit with a Nova, and she can't be a cruel mistress indeed. Jazz. Now we'll try his luck with the shotty. Why not?
Yeah.
Why not get weird with it? Underutilized, underrepresented are the Nova.
I think all shotguns are underutilized,
Now,
to be quite honest.
Buying a Nova and a 5.7 is interesting. Because at that point, maybe just one or another and get yourself a little util. But okay, there's the 5.7 striking, not the Nova situation, but that's where the Nova activates. Not going to be a kill, not quite a killing blow. But there's still a crossfire here with the sight. They have read the stack, unfortunately, incorrectly.
Carson?
And Carson has just dealt heavy damage. So this round's expensive. This round's so expensive, but Bowden will prevent it from getting out of hand.
I mean, I don't know how much it matters if it's expensive or not, because ATK have enough money to buy up here, and they're up to 15 rounds, so they have 12 chances to close this one out. It's more the Gaimin Gladiators who forced up there and aren't going to have much to work with here. Carson gets a little bit of money in his back pocket with the 2.57 frags, but outside of that, not much. Fady was not going to be shotgunned in that round, quite clearly. Twice he faced off against a Nova and really didn't have any problems dealing with it. So yeah, I mean, this is dire. 4 AKs and an A1S up against Gaimin Gladiators, 4 pistols again, and an MP9.
And it's do or die, and Jazzpimp will not be doing any of the doing. George, though, oh, there's one, looking for another. He's got to fight, smoke down. They're chasing this. They don't want to let him escape. They don't want to let him get a gun, certainly, and they've already gained space towards A. Provided they can get past George. Well, this round might just be over. A cheeky play may not actually have that much impact. It's a 3v3, though. It's not out of the realm of possibility just yet, but this next kill might determine it. George takes it, though, and keeps a doubt, a possibility, just a chance that something could happen here. Swisher will remove part of that possibility, but B-Wills has an AK. B-Wills has a rifle, and B-Wills, well, his position's been revealed, but he's still got the kill. Swisher will end it.